What's going on, guys? This is your channel, TFD, coming back with another video. So we all know by now, Caitlin Clark has officially declined to take part in this year's NBA three-point contest. And let me tell you, this decision set off a massive debate over at ESPN, with Stephen A. Smith and Chiny Agumike going back and forth on the entire thing. Now, for this one, we gotta take it all the way up to Indiana because Caitlin didn't just say no. She gave some solid reasons behind her decision. But of course, that didn't stop analysts and fans from having a lot to say about it. So let's break it all down. Let's get it. Let's go. Caitlin Clark has stirred up significant conversation after announcing she won't participate in this year's NBA three-point contest during the All-Star Game. Instead, she aims to make her debut in front of her home crowd in Indianapolis at the WNBA All-Star Game later this summer. While some critics might label her decision as diva-like, Clark's choice is rooted in a desire to showcase her skills where she feels it matters most. Her representatives confirmed that she wants her first three-point contest to be at Gainbridge Arena, emphasizing her commitment to the WNBA and the significance of performing in front of local fans. This decision has sparked debates among commentators and analysts, with many praising her for prioritizing the WNBA over the NBA's event, which could have benefited from her star power. Clark's ability to control the narrative around her career is evident. She is not just another player, but a transformative figure in women's basketball. Her stance has prompted discussions about the broader implications for both leagues and highlights the growing recognition of women's sports. As the conversation unfolds, it will be interesting to see how this impacts future cross-league collaborations and fan engagement. With all that said, let's dive into what commentators had to say about Caitlin Clark's decision on First Take this morning. It's a compelling dialogue worth sharing.
Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1. And most importantly, I think people look at this and think she said no. That's not the case. She said she wants her first competition to be an Indy at WNBA All-Star, which to me is huge. People don't see the numbers below. Like the economic impact, 36 million she drove to Indianapolis just by showing up as a rookie and making history. And so I understand her point of view. She wants to probably let other athletes shine. And guess what? She also says, like, it's like earned, not given. There are previous winners that should have an opportunity to probably compete. Alicia Gray is the reigning WNBA three-point contest champion, the same way that Sabrina Ionescu entered the competition after winning in 2023. There are other people that can use that spotlight to compete as well. So I think Caitlin, she moves because she knows people follow her no matter where she goes, and she's very strategic about dictating where her value is.
I'm detecting you don't agree, Stephen A.
You're detecting wrong. I do agree with her.
Okay.
I am just disappointed in some of the points she negated to bring up. So I'm going to bring them up.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
First of all, touching on the points that you brought up, let's throw out some numbers here. Okay. When you're talking about the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game on ABC, it was watched by an average audience of 3.4 million viewers, making it the largest audience ever for a WNBA All-Star Game. That's number one. Number two, the 2024 NBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis drew a disappointing rating. They were averaging about 5.5 million viewers across TNT, TBS, and other places. The figure marked the second lowest in history, trailing only the previous year. Okay, so that's what the state of the NBA is. The other point to be made, that three-point contest between Ionescu and Steph Curry had peak viewership of 5.4 million from 10 to 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The event was the most watched NBA All-Star Saturday night in 4 years. Why do I bring all of that up? I totally applaud what Caitlin Clark is doing. She's putting the WNBA first. She's saying, yo, we matter first to me. We should matter first to the ladies. I'll make an argument. Considering the lackluster effort the NBA players have been given during All-Star Weekend, they should matter more, period. It's a travesty what has happened to the NBA. I'm going to say this, L, and I've said this before. You may not have seen me say it. I know Shanae has seen me say it. These guys play harder in summertime when they're working out than they play at All-Star Weekend. How inexcusable.
That was ESPN's take on Caitlin Clark not taking part in this year's NBA All-Star Game. And just like I said, man, if she didn't want to do it, she ain't got to do it, bro. All right, we can get started. She definitely didn't have to do it, and she decided not to do it. Now, it's going to make for a lot of people who have different opinions about Caitlin Clark, but she's doing what she has to do to move the sport of women's basketball forward. And I can't do nothing but take my hat off to her for that. She's constantly trying to move the needle by getting these ladies recognition and notoriety, and she's doing a damn good job at it. I want to know your thoughts down in the comments section below about Caitlin Clark actually deciding not to take part in this year's three-point contest. I would have loved to see her do it, but at the end of the day, it's her decision, and I'm going to support any decision Caitlin Clark makes. Here is a clip from the ceremony at Iowa when Caitlin broke the scoring record. This clip is of her family congratulating her. Again, her brother's speeches got me.
Was an historic night in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Please direct your attention to the video boards for a special message from Caitlin's coaches, Caitlin's friends, her family, and her teammates. Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin, just want to say we're enjoying the journey. Congratulations on a great milestone. I know there are greater things ahead for you.
Wow, Caitlin, congratulations. Love you so much. Huge milestone, huge number. But remember, it's all the smiles, memories, and so many special moments that are behind that number that are yours for a lifetime. Thank you for letting us be along for the journey. It's been awesome.
Hey Caitlin, congrats on becoming the all-time leading scorer in women's basketball history. I'll never forget all the blood, sweat, and tears we shed together, whether playing in the driveway, at the gym, or on the mini hoop in the basement. It's been a privilege growing up with you and watching you mature, not only as an athlete, but as a human being and ambassador for the women's sports. Can't wait to watch you do amazing things in the future, especially growing the WNBA. Love you.
Congratulations, Caitlin. What an incredible achievement and an awesome testament to all the work, the passion, the love, and the joy that you've brought to the court your whole life. We're so proud of you. We know this is just the beginning of what's becoming a fantastic career. We'll always be more proud, though, of how you carry yourself with humility and joy and just remaining grounded and down to earth with all that's come with records like this and the lot of other ones you've amassed over the last few years. Continue to be the great person, the great leader you are, and lead this game into the future. Proud of you, love you always.
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you.